To quote an old friend, let's take money aggressively. It's MX vs. ATV Alive for the PlayStation 3.
That's right.
Developed and published by THQ, MX vs. ATV Alive released back in May and is also available on the Xbox 360. Well, that's a lot of letters that I just said. This is obviously a motocross game and a sequel to the 2009 game MX vs. ATV Reflex. So it's kind of like Aliens vs. Predator, only with motorized vehicles instead of extraterrestrial killers. Alright, that's probably a stretch, but what MX vs. ATV Alive does have in common with Aliens vs. Predator is that it's also a mixture of things. It mixes the racer and the RPG to form a unique hybrid all its own. It's also like Aliens vs. Predator in that it's not very good. So where does MX vs. ATV Alive bust a flat? Well, it's all about the structure of the game primarily. At the onset, you only have access to 2 racetracks. That's it, 2. You can't unlock the others until your driver has leveled up, and you might think, like I did, oh, okay, so I play the first 2, and by then I'll have leveled up to level 2 or something, and by then, the other levels will unlock. Not the case, because you need to reach level 10 to unlock more than 2 tracks. And you know, to me, this is just absolute insanity. Why would a game make me play the same 2 tracks over and over before letting me play any other ones? And it doesn't even matter how long it takes to do that, because having to do it even once is ridiculous enough. Oh, and by the way, once you get to level 10, you better savor those new tracks, because you won't be unlocking any more until level 20 freaking 5. I mean, honestly, is this some kind of joke? I'm asking. Of course, upon further inspection, it doesn't seem to be, although the game itself kind of is, and that's an assessment that gains credence when you consider that you can actually unlock everything from the start. So all the vehicles, all the features, all the gameplay modes, it's all available right from the start, provided you cough up an extra $10. And this is just a despicable trend in gaming, forcing a consumer to repay for content they already paid for, you know, when they bought the fucking game. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it either. That's absolutely ridiculous. And so not only is MX vs. ATV Alive poorly structured, it's actually done deliberately to get extra money from you. And so as fun as MX vs. ATV Alive's gameplay can be, it's nowhere near fun enough to grind through the same levels over and over again. I like the idea of implementing the leveling up aspects of an RPG into the framework of a racer, but the manner it's been done here, frankly, it's just inexcusable in terms of function and especially in terms of intent. And frankly, it's not like the rest of the game is masterfully done either. Navigating the menus is tough, the graphics coast on neutral, so to speak, and there just isn't much content in the game that you don't have to pay for twice. I mean, unless you're cool with racing a few tracks over and over until your freaking eyes explode, personally, I'll pass. I have more fun with Excite Bike anyway than with MX ATV Too Many Letters Alive.